Identity is who you are, not necessarily who people think you are. It comes basically from life experience. It's something you learn. We must all have an identity, but it's one thing to have it and it's another thing to discover it, to find out what your identity is. There are a lot of factors which make up identity. Well, I suppose your environment has a lot to do with it. The people who are around you, the culture in which you live, the education you receive. In different circumstances, you might have a slightly different identity. You might have different views, different opinions. As you get older, your identity might change. I'm not talking about radical changes. It's just as you get older, your perception of things probably changes. If you move to a totally different culture, then maybe your identity would change to adapt to that culture, to make so that you would be more comfortable in it. You might become a slightly different person.
Then is it important?
I think so. Well, I suppose without identity, you'd be lost. You wouldn't really know which way to go, what to do, what stance to take in a particular situation. You would be swayed as though you were a very tall grass in the wind. I think that means that you really don't know who you are. You really haven't developed your identity. When you find a hobby that you're really passionate about, that can help you to develop your identity. Because if, for example, you find you are passionate about collecting butterflies, maybe you have a slightly more scientific identity, you are happier in examining things and looking for answers to things, so that will form part of your identity.